Hey, this is Gary with Let It Be RV, and I know it's been a while since I touched base, and most of the people think that we're en route from Blackfoot, Idaho to Quartzsite, but I'm just going to let you know that we've been here for 4 days. And I kind of want to give you a little recap of what's going on during that 4 days. We came in on kind of like I'd say the first day, and we kind of located where Dome Rock was, and we went to Love's, like I had mentioned, and we located ourselves overnight. I mean, we were just super tired and kind of just located anywhere. Well, in the last 3 or 4 days, we've moved like 3 or 4 different times, trying to find a good location, even though, as Jonathan can actually slowly pan around, looking over here to Dome Rock. And at this point you can see, hey, slowly, you can see how desolate it is right now, because as my buddies told me, Gary, you're a little bit early. Well, they were thinking a little bit early because of the heat. Well, I basically are sitting in the shade during most of the time, sitting in the shade, and throw the ball for him. Yeah. That's a lot of what we do with Ace, is sit around and throw the ball. But recap here, we came in and we had power problems. We said problems. That the only power that we really had was the power of the engine, and the engine would we could run it for 15 minutes and charge our phones, and everything was okay. It come to find out that we couldn't run the refrigerator. I couldn't get propane to the burners, and I couldn't do any of that kind of stuff. Come to find out that we had a kill switch that was it's kind of a big orange switch that we had it off, and which off meant that it wasn't charging the batteries, the big battery bank that we have. Well, now, as of yesterday, and I will tell you that one of the things that really keeps me going is a kind of a morning kind of coffee, to where I could get up and make coffee and sit outside in the shade and pray and watch the sun come up, which I've been doing. I did it for the first time actually today, was to come outside and have control of the shade and be able to obviously pray. So each day has been an adventure and adapting to the conditions around us. Now you can see that, as you saw, there's nobody here. I mean, literally nobody here. So we're early, and I say early, to the events that's going to happen at Quartzsite, from the big tent to the rock show to the myriad of people that are going to come and fill this area that's sitting right here. You can see the campsites, the fire pits, campsites. You can see kind of where there's a level area that people have cleared out. So eventually, this place is going to be really jam-packed, full of people, but it's probably not going to happen for a month. So Jonathan and I have got to figure out how we're going to entertain ourselves for the month. Now, it's easier for me to entertain myself because literally I just sit all day and sleep. I say sit under the shade, because I figured out exactly how I need to park. So on the other side, as you can see what we've got here, John, you can kind of give them a little shot of what we're looking at here. This is kind of the morning shade area where I got my coffee and things are sitting out. And at some point, the sun's going to be right straight overhead, and it's going to be hot. And it'll be hot for a while, and then the sun's going to get to this side, and it's going to create shade on the other side. That's where we're going to be able to cook and entertain and sit around, have people sit around in the evening cool of sitting in the shade. Even though you go to the other side, this side, the sun is going to be beaten down like crazy, but on the other side we'll be sitting in the shade. So I'd say all is well. Almost things are getting better every day. It seems like we learn how to adapt. I mean, we're going to be sitting here for a number of months, and so every day we're learning how to adapt. We don't have the conveniences of a flush toilet. We're going to try to figure out how we can better utilize our holding tank and the water that we have. See, because of all the time that I've been living in it, I've been able to be plugged in. I've been able to from Joshua's house to Joy's house, and also down to Sue's house, is that we have always had that capacity to plug in. Well, this is basically is taking. We have no conveniences. We have the power that's generated from the power of that 460 engine, and we have the inverter that is basically going to supply the power that's going to come from the sun once my friend gets here and can help me get it fixed up. So that's the process that we're going through. It's basically surviving, uh, and so we're in a survival mode, but we're doing just fine. We seem to be doing just fine. You can see, if you'll pan over here, Johnny, you can see right here the sun and the shade. And I make a big deal of this because sitting in the shade in the desert is almost critical, because you get out there in the sun, it's 15 degrees hotter and it feels like a hot blanket over the top of your head. But when you've got a little bit of a breeze and you're sitting in the shade, that's one of the things that I learned right quick, was how to position yourself out when you're in the desert. So I really can't think of anything else. I didn't get dressed up. I just kind of wanted to make a presentation to show you where we're at, and say hi, Johnny.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm gonna let you all go now, and I'm gonna see if I can post this up to Facebook, and I'm gonna start posting on a regular basis, kind of letting you know how we're progressing. We're still alive. We still got smiles on our faces.